Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Broncos. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. In 12 regular season games this last year for Bell, averaging over 150 yards from scrimmage. First two games in the playoffs were great, but, getting injured in the final game probably leaves a bad taste in his mouth.
Leaves a bad taste. Gives him fuel for the next season, though, because remember, for the last few years, he hasn't been able to play a full season for various reasons. Now, going into next year, imagine those numbers over a 16-game season and heading into the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell can set new records. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it's 3rd down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the...
He's got a man. Complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. When I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And no press coverage here. They are backing off. And that's going to be incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Aqib Talib is one of the great gambling corners in the league. When he gets an idea and a notion and jumps a route, it often results in 6 points for his team.
Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. Bulldozes, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They come out here in the eye. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. To throw on second is Simeon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran James Harrison. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. That is caught inside the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Simeon on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How there, defenders there, receivers there, who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
Now Simeon. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time. Third down here. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Simeon.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away. And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 10, Simeon again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did. He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319. Leopard. 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 Leopard.
On 2nd and 10, Simeon. Airing it deep for Fowler. And they can't get the long connect. As it falls incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But what about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Brandon, this in the situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4, you've got a tough decision to make. Very